I think we've all seen the rise and the emergence of large language models, LLMs, and we've seen that they can all of a sudden answer problem sets at college level. They can generate high school level essays. Now they can even solve the bar exam and pass it. So that's a scary moment for some, and there's many reasons why people, rightly so, are concerned about the rise of AI. And what we found, we stood up 2 task forces here at BU last year, and they came back with a recommendation of critical embrace. We need to critically engage with AI. There are excellent resources out there for faculty to think about how to teach with AI. In fact, one resource I can recommend is the book by Bowen and Watson, Teaching with AI, which offers lots of examples of how educators can bring AI into the educational space and into the classroom in such a way that the students are empowered and collaborate with AI instead of using it as a crutch or as a substitute for critical thinking. What these AIs are excellent at doing is generating new content. So students often ask me in a classroom, like, I don't understand how to write a proof. Can you give me an example of writing a proof? And I can, but that takes time and that takes effort, and that's not something I can do on the spot. But an LLM can absolutely do it in the classroom. If you want to say, let's look at a proof together, hey, ChatGPT, please generate a proof for me of this lemma. It can output it, it's there on the screen for you to evaluate, and you can walk through the good and bad aspects of that proof with the students in real time in the classroom. Major technological advances have historically disrupted the way work is completed, and that's no different with AI. So we're all using AI in various ways, like spell checking, proofreading documents. That doesn't raise significant concerns. But when major elements of work are being transformed and can be completed by AI, that becomes a serious slippery slope and area of concern. Sensitive data is a genuine concern, especially with the open language models like ChatGPT and DeepSeek, right? If you upload data into these models, they are open and available for use to then retrain and reuse into the AI models themselves. So the last thing we want to do is release private sensitive data, FERPA-protected data, research findings into open models. That said, we have Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, which is an enterprise version of large language models that we can use with the same security guarantees that we use with Microsoft Outlook. So if you feel okay putting something in a Microsoft email, it's okay to put that information into Microsoft Copilot. I think all of our peer institutions are going down a route similar to the critical embrace mindset that the BU AI task forces adopted. One concern is that new technology has ripple effects. But technology in itself is not necessarily bad, right? A reflexive reaction might be, okay, we're not going to use ChatGPT at all. And that might not be the right take either. So Kranzberg had one of his laws of technology was that new technology is neither good nor bad, nor is it neutral. And that's quite an insightful piece of reasoning. What I think he meant is that technology like ChatGPT isn't intrinsically bad or good. It depends how it's used, both within society, how it's used by educators, and it mediates the use case of the educator themselves. So there are harmful ways to use ChatGPT, no doubt, but there are also positive ways. And we want to, as educators, go deep, help our students understand those nuances, use ChatGPT in beneficial ways that benefit us, that benefit society, and avoid the harms and misuses that are also pervasive.